Tattletail Conspiracy Theory? You betcha! Hey yo Prodigies, Prod Charles here, and as promised in my live stream, this video will be the start of a series of videos in which I will share with you some crazy Tattletail conspiracy theories. These videos will be loosely based on whatever facts of the games that we can collect, and will look at some of the interesting things that the Prodigies have been saying about the game, but we can't draw solid conclusions on. In this video, we will be looking at why Mum never opens her door. Let's start with what we know. We know that the mother is probably a single parent, as the room that she sleeps in just has a note saying Mum's door, rather than Mum and Dad's door or Parents' door. We also know that the game gives subtle hints towards the father being dead, as there are photos of the entire family happy together around the house. And the VHS tape showing the Mama Massacre is extremely suggestive of this. Knocking on Mum's door repeatedly when Mama is not chasing us will result in the mother suddenly letting out an annoyed yawn. On the other hand, knocking on Mum's door when Mama is chasing us will instantly result in the door opening and Mama jumpscaring us, revealing no one else inside. Also, if you manage to look into the house through the Mum's bedroom window at the right angle, you are able to see that this room is clearly empty. It is important to note that the game takes place during Christmas time, a very busy time of the year. Got all those facts? Now let's bring it all together. There are many prodigies that think that the mother doesn't wake up or answer the door because she works really hard on a night shift. While I agree that she probably works very hard, I doubt that she is out working at night for two main reasons. 1. Knocking on the mother's door repeatedly will result in her letting out an annoyed yawn. If she wasn't in the house at the time of the knock, why would she be bothered yawning? Or rather, why would we even hear a yawn at all? And 2. It would be pretty irresponsible for a mother, especially a single mother, to leave her child at home, alone, and at night, without someone to supervise them. Stop! I know what you're thinking. That's what Mum is there for. I don't think so. I've already discussed this in detail in my Is Mama Tattletail Our Mum video, so if you'd like to find out why, definitely check it out. Back to point 1. Some people have also suggested that Mama Tattletail is designed to be a guard for the child, to watch over us throughout the night, and Mama might be trying to fool us into making us think it is the mother. Again, I do not think this is so. There are several hints throughout the game and the official Waygetter website that indicates that Mama is just an original version of the Tattletail toy, and it just told stories through audio cassettes. The only hint we have that Mama Tattletail is a guard comes from the fact that she chases us around the house at night, and even that can't cover us. As we established in the Why Mama Wants to Kill You video, Tattletails are handmade, and could possibly have been tampered with by a rogue worker, either through their AI or supernatural tweaking. But Prod Charles, you might say, when we look into her room from the outside or when Mama is chasing us, why is the room empty then? Easy. If the developers had intended for us to never interact with the mother in any way other than to give us the illusion that she was there through her yawning sound files, then it makes sense to not render a model of the mother during gameplay, as it would make the game run that much smoother. We can back this up by pointing to the secret ending, where collecting all of the eggs will allow us to actually enter the room and greet our mother on Christmas morning. This, in combination with the yawning, makes it clear that the developers did intend for us to believe that our mother was in the room the whole time. And she is actually there, so we know now that she was probably meant to be in the room the whole time. But why doesn't she just wake up, leave the room, and yell at us for making a commotion in the house with our Christmas present and a mysterious demonic toy that she hasn't even seen before? I have 3 answers to that. 1. The mother is dead tired from the responsibilities of raising a child on her own and working a job at the same time. It's Christmas time, so she would have been even more tired from scrambling around trying to get things set up for this special occasion, and especially so that her child can have a good Christmas. 2. The father might be dead or just not in the house for other reasons, such as work, and she is in a grieving, depressed state. Combined with point 1, we can see how this can have a super draining effect on the mother emotionally and physically during one of the most family-centric holidays of the year. We also need to remember that the Tattletails themselves were very popular products, so we can assume that they were flying off the shelves and getting harder and harder to find in the lead up to Christmas, making the mother even more tired. And 3, the game was just plainly designed for her not to come out of the room to make the experience more scary and fun for us, the players. I know when I first played Tattletail that I expected Mum to leave the room if we made too much noise around the house. Even though I caught onto it very quickly, it still made the experience that much more exciting, and made me want to play the game at a more strategic and slower pace. I know I wouldn't want my parents to know that I had opened my Christmas presents early, especially in the dead of the night. I would probably get into heaps of trouble. At the same time, I would be really scared if my parents didn't answer my cries for help if a rogue, demonic toy like Mama was chasing me around at night. It instills a sense of helplessness in the player because they are a poor young soul all on their lonesome trying to banish this crazy toy, and probably confused, yet relieved, as to why their baby tattletales know exactly how. But that's just a theory.
No, God!
Okay, relax. I was just going along with the jokes you guys have been putting in my comments section. Jeez, guys. Remember to subscribe and tap that bell for more interesting horror game theories and tips and tricks. Prodigies, I really hope that these series help you expand on how you think, so it can help you with how you go about your thinking in your daily lives. See ya!